greetings, my Dragon Knights, Dragon Wars, basically all my Dragon kin. This is Dragon Knight, Dragonborn, Dragon Sage. I didn't get the memo, and as always, we are on the road to 20k, and just to let you all know ahead of time, yes, I'm probably using my newest avatar for at least this commentary, at least a little bit, just to show, probably on the side, wherever the case is, I'm still kind of working with it. And yes, this is assault content, and I know I can get very angry about things. So, but again, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and definitely share to get there. And if this is not like your typical thing, that's perfectly fine. I just want to at least let you know this is going to be a reaction, and I will be very heated with a certain fanboy, shall we say. So, again, as usual, we are at least at 1254, which I do thank you all very much. And of course, I'll probably end up showing that at least for the time being. But here is probably at least another clip or another show of that. So, anyways, if you don't want to wish this, don't worry. You can at least skip this video if you really want to. I would understand why. And yes, don't worry, I'm still working on the Lancelmania, but at least Lancelmania, all bosses or most bosses that I promised you that I would do. That still will be cooking at least for a little bit. I just figured I'd at least get this one up, at least around, or at least while I'm editing. So anyways, let's get on into...
Uh-oh. Japanese video game developers are starting to realize about the copes and seeds in regards to video game emulation.
And here we go.
Are you sure about that, Harmon? Are you sure that it's illegal? Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. According to your boomer brain, it's basically emulation is piracy, which is quite the difference. But again, I guess you don't know about that because you don't know how to use Google. But you just sit here and just go, well, yeah, this is just how it is, and I know it because I trust my facts. That's all in my head. Even though you have a PC or a phone that you can at least Google this. Oh, and also, don't forget, I almost forget here as well, then also, I'm going to post that thing up here that, oh, that's some say, Nintendo that you always been praising, and looking at the boots, and their lawyers should say, emulation is legal. Also, don't forget about the fact that, oh, I don't know, Sony did try this, do this before, but then the courts did side with emulation. Because there is a difference between piracy and emulation. Emulation is legal, Harmon. I don't know how you are forgetting that, or maybe your brain's too stupid just to understand that, or it's just full of brain rot. And yes, piracy is a little bit different, unique thing, which is a different, separate thing. So let's go ahead and continue what he has to say here.
The completely false narrative from the West that emulation is completely legal is simply not even something that Japanese developers even really consider, because it's so obviously not legal that it doesn't even really need to be discussed in their culture.
It's ironic that you want to say it's not up to a task or a discussion, whatever the case is, but yet here's a few screenshots that, at least on Nintendo's website, that's emulation. So if it was illegal in your freaking case, Harmon, then that means Nintendo shouldn't have emulation. And this was at least on their freaking site ever since the freaking the Wii days. Because you know how I know? I was there, Harmon, and I know your boomer ass would know that too. So again, how is this not up for discussion, or how is it not illegal? Please explain to me how that is, because sure enough, it is illegal to do. But yet you're okay with Nintendo having emulation on their site and that. But yet, oh, but if somebody wants to back up their games legally, at least here in the U.S., since I know you, at least where I live, in the country I do live in, the U.S. and legally stands can do that. Oh, but for you, oh, technically, that's so piracy. Freaking yeah, right, Armin. Let's continue, shall we? Because I know I'm starting to lose a little bit brain cells from this.
Whenever the topic of emulation comes up, the conversation immediately becomes somewhat polarizing, with supporters of emulation trying to gaslight critics of it that it's completely 100% legal, there's nothing wrong with it, I can pirate all the Nintendo games I want. And the reality is quite a bit different. In reality, dudes are going to prison for emulating Nintendo games all the time.
Oh my god, I think I gained a chromosome hearing all that.
Do you have proof about that, Harmon? Or, I'm sorry, I think I actually have a clip for that because I know where all your sources are.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
So, again, what about players or anybody who has, since, at least their childhood, the NES, SNES, all their freaking libraries, just to legally back up their games? Oh, but according to you, that still counts as piracy, because guess what? Nintendo said it's illegal, even though the fucking lawyers said otherwise. But again, Harmon, you're too stupid for that just to do. Because we all know how much you like to freaking sit here, see them all, and all this fun jazz. And I know, and this is how most assault content creators do. Like, oh, I don't know, Gara, Klutzy, Desire, Joe from Seattle. I know Miss Hellfire, even bless her soul, for at least reading your freaking books. Ugh, ugh. I'm glad her torment was over with. I will definitely say that. And also Sneaky Catty, too. And now, of course, now it's my turn. Because guess what? I'm ready to jump in the ring with this one. Because guess what? I think it's my turn to spank Harmon's ass with actual facts.
And the narrative right now is that, like, it's not going to happen to me. It's a legal gray area. Nintendo can't come after us all. But the reality is it's happening all the time.
Really? Really?
Really?
Really?
Really? Really? Really?
Release restraint level 1.
Level.
Here's the thing, Harmon. How do you know this is all facts? Again, please show me the fucking proof, because I know how much you have to fucking Google. So again, let's just get on into it, because I'm about to fucking go a little bit ham a little bit. Since I kind of been holding a little bit back, so why the fuck not? Again, yes, Nintendo has fucking went after a few people because they don't know how to keep their damn mouth shut. Hold it in a little more. You're getting a little bit upset. Just hold it in a little bit more. But again, Harmon, just like here in the U.S. states, yes, it's illegal to back up our Nintendo games, because quite literally, or any games that we have, because that's been kind of the ongoing thing that we have been doing, Harmon. But of course, I know how, because you don't think. You just freaking go, just trust me, bro, because I have all the sources in my head, because that's how I work, because I just like to sit here and cope in season mode without any freaking proof, because that's all you fucking do. Anyways, I know I was getting a little bit rage here, but I'm gonna hold it a little bit in. But again, for the people who just yapped on, you should just kept your goddamn mouth shut! But anyways, at least most of us that have emulation, at least we backed up our games. So, anyways, back on to Harmon.
And it will only become worse. We're already at the point where it's very difficult to do a Google search and pirate old Nintendo games. But as Nintendo introduces more and more legislation, as they start raiding third countries more and more, as the FBI works to subjugate every American national who wants to circumvent Nintendo's
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
copyright protection, it is just going to get more and more insane how many emulation people are going to get completely fucked. I would not be surprised if, like, Oh No, It's Alex is streaming one day, and then the door bursts in, and, like, he gets raided.
Of all the stupid, asinine, shark-jumping bullshit!
Nope. Hold that energy in. Dragon Knight. Just hold it in. I know you want to go fucking full berserk on his ass, but hang on. Hold on for that for a second, alright? Just hold it in a little bit more. So please, Harmon, how is that going to freaking work? please enlighten us about that, because I know how much you have a computer, and I know how much you can edit and watch videos and stuff like that. So again, if you're going to attack Himbo, aka oh no it's Alex, then you're going to go through me first, motherfucker. Because even though I don't know much about oh no it's Alex, but I know at least in the Salt community, that's Himbo. So again, how is that going to work, Carmen? Because I can't. I know, and I understand most Salt creators who can freaking cover you can do a little bit more tolerance with this. But anyways, that's not going to freaking work. And yes, I know how much freaking the FBI was going after people. But here's the thing, it was wasting a lot of dollars for. So again, Harmon, how is that going to fucking work? Please enlighten us about that.
He gets arrested on stream. It is inevitable that this becomes normalized because emulation shills have completely deluded themselves into thinking what they do is completely 100% legal. When time and time again, the courts rule against them. The only reason
I am Sofa King.
Sofa King.
We Todd Ed.
We Todd Ed.
Now repeat all very fast, please.
I am Sofa King.
Faster.
I am Sofa King. We Todd Ed.
No, not so fast. Loses meaning.
I am Sofa King. We Todd Ed.
You say funny thing.
Like I showed you, at least in the video, at least in this video right now, Harmon, it's legal here in the U.S. And depending on other countries, yes. But here, emulation is legal. Yes, it's a legal gray area, just depending. All right, but again, I know how stupid you go. Emulation is so piratey because because all these facts in my head and the voices in my head say so. When it's quite opposite that you can just quick Google it. Again, here's some more of that pictures here again. Harmon, I swear, I don't know how you Nintendrone just do this. Yes, I know the Salt community will call, Nintendrone, but I just figure a Nintendrone at this freaking rate because of how fucking he goes on about Nintendo gooning and all this fun jazz, because he's definitely the cult leader of it.
you have any ground to stand on at all in America is because of the Sony versus Bleem lawsuit, which honestly, Sony probably only lost because they knew it would screw over Nintendo, so they could just use this court ruling against them.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
The emulation thing at its core really is just a cope by PC gamers. It is not actually true that every game is available on PC. What they mean when they say that is that I can pirate every game on PC easily and then emulate them all. That's what they're saying. But what's becoming more and more apparent as the legal gray zones are cleared up and people start, getting prosecuted internationally.
Hey Harmon, please show us the facts. Please show us the proof here. Again, I know how much Nintendo's freaking gooey brain rot's going through your head a lot, or maybe I don't know what's left of your brain, because sure enough, this is just a massive cope, and yet you're just as usual, just sitting here and spewing nothing but just your own sources that made the fuck up. Because half the time right here, it's actually kind of funny how much you want to sit here and cope and seethe about emulation is all this and that, even though countless people who actually ask facts can say, yes, it is legal. Yes, there is a gray area of basically emulation, because guess what? People can back up their games legally, Harmon. We all been doing this since, at least for a very long time. And just like me, I know I can back up my games legally, because guess what? That's what I have the right to, Harmon. So please show me the facts.
Is that more and more, this is no longer legal. This is no longer a legal gray zone. Like, more and more people are getting prosecuted for this nonsense. And what's more, they 100% deserve it. You are not entitled to free Nintendo games because you played the games as a kid.
Are you fucking stupid?
You are essentially undermining Nintendo's business and trying to prop up a failing video game platform, the PC, by hyping up some proprietary software that should not be legal to begin with. So what was the end result of the golden age of piracy from the 90s to the 2010s, when it was easy and legal to pirate Nintendo games? What was the end result of that? Well, Nintendo had several of their best generations ever. They introduced dozens of new IPs.
Shut up! Shut up!
On the contrary, Harmon, their freaking IPs is just the exact same thing as before, and licensed at least like the NES at most. Hell, they're still copying and pasting most of the other things. And their IPs, although I don't really agree with 70, 80, 90, or even loan $100 freaking dollars for paying for that. Oh, I don't know, like the graphics and the exact same copy and paste stuff like they've been doing. I'm sorry, but no. And maybe some of the most IPs fine, but still, I will not pay for $70. Since guess what? Tears of fucking Kingdom just did what Breath of the Wild did, Harmon. All they fucking did was just do one thing. Don't get me wrong, Tears of Kingdom was still a good game by itself. I won't doubt that. But what they fucking did is just copy and paste most things, but a freaking underground and an open world of the sky. But the rest of it was a few little tweaks and call it a fucking day. And how was that freaking? How would that justify, $70? Because as far as I was aware of, that's not even worth it. Maybe 50 possible, but not 70. So again, please give me a little bit more proof.
Had several profitable years, 2 decades of sheer profit. Emulation did nothing to undermine Nintendo's business model at all. They did not stop making money because of piracy and emulation. And that was back when it was relatively easy to pirate and emulate. So what's going to happen is that...
You okay, Vegeta? Yes, just an aneurysm out of sheer stupidity.
This is going to continue, but more and more, all the cracks are going to start being filled, and all the insects, all the cockroaches won't be able to leech off the Nintendo's brand. So what you're going to see is that Switch 2, which, by the way, is still completely unemulatable.
All you've done is shit the bed, so why not piss it in as well?
The Switch 2 will continue getting killer games like Mario Kart World, like Donkey Kong Bonanza, like Kirby Air Riders, like...
Okay, yes, mostly of all, because the Nintendo boomers like you would fucking buy at least all the Nintendo IPs and stuff like that, because, well, yes, since Nintendo Switch is superior to the freaking PC, because I know everything, because it's all in my head, even though your freaking console's way fucking behind. At least 2 generations, Harmon. You know what? Go ahead and play the rest of this clip, because I can't hold this fucking energy anymore! I'm going to probably just put this at least simply as possible, Harmon, because quite literally, I don't know where your brain rot's coming. I know those demons are in your head, or wherever the case is, voices, whatever you want to fucking call them, are fucking listening. Send them my way, because I'm about to throw their ass in the ring as much as you, with your fucking bony ass logic, Harmon.
Like Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, and they will not be emulated. There will be no emulating Nintendo software on any alternative hardware. What you're going to see is PC gamers coping about it and seething about it, like trying to tell people that they didn't want to play that Nintendo game anyway, or that it's going to come out on their hardware eventually. But the reality of the situation is,
I'ma plant me a dumbass tree!
The more you cope, Harmon, the more that you're just goddamn stupid. I cannot do this any fucking goddamn more. I've tried. My team give me strength just to fucking do this. Oh my god. I can't help it. I'm already losing more brain cells. And I'll give all to the salt miners out there. You know, Ono, Alex, Gara, Klutzy, Joe from Seattle, I Am Desire, Miss Hellfire. Anyone who covers you, at least the better, you know, benefit of the doubt and most credit, respect to them, because they know how to hustle and know how to deal with your retarded ass. And also, from what I heard too, you're at least allegedly, again, alleged PDF file as well. I won't go in any details about that, since I know it's just at least just allegedly. But again, I think this is where I fucking call it. I cannot deal with this shit anymore. Again, if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and definitely share. I know this one was like a very spicy take, at least best as I can. I know I had a little bit more ammunition, but I figured this is as far that I can fucking go. I cannot deal with Armin's bullshit anymore, even though, again, here's a lot of proof that emulation is legal, and just as much, their fucking lawyers over at least at Nintendo said it's illegal, and guess what, Armin? Emulation is legal, and piracy and emulation is not the same damn thing! I don't know how you get that wrong! You stupid retard of a... I swear, when you... I know how much you want to say here. Because guess what? If you want to make a video about me, fine. Just let me know when and where you want to meet me. Because I can take your fucking snubby ass to the fucking ring. And drop you down to my draconic hell. Because guess what, Harmon? I'm not afraid to get in the ring. Like you. You just want to sit here and go conceive and just think you're invincible when you're not. Alright, my Dragon Ken, Dragon Knights, Dragon Wars. Stay safe, my Dragon Ken. I do apologize. This is not my usual content. I will definitely go back to it. Like I said, I just figured this would be at least a little bit more nicer just to do. Just to throw my freaking 2 cents into freaking Harmon's bullshit assery that he likes to freaking cope and see about. But again, if you like this show, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and definitely share. I'll be mostly thankful if you ever do. And I do apologize if you just sat here, watched me freaking roast his ass, and you had to lose some brain cells. I do apologize. But again, I'll definitely have lines on me at least at this time of editing. I already worked on it and probably already uploaded it at the time. This video is definitely going to be up next week, at least as like I said, at least this is just a time of editing. Same thing with Lance on Mini-Bell. So as always, if you like this song, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and definitely share, and you know, the rest. So as always, my Dragon Ken, this is Dragon Knight, Dragonborn, Dragon Sage, signing out, and as always, farewell for now.